against. I mean, anything science comes up with, it's just verifying what the Bible already tells us. I mean, God's given us every instruction we need, but
yep, you bet.
But so I kept saying, nope, don't see it. Nope, I can't see it, until she finally said, do you even know God? And then I got out of weeding. I got to leave because she was mad at me. But can you kind of tell, like, guys, what if they wanted to start a little backyard farm and maybe supplement their vegetable intake with what they can just grow in their backyard? And the book, guys, if you want to know how to buy the book, because it tells you everything from A to Z. But Josh, can you kind of just give us a little overview of maybe what a guy could do with his kid to just plant something in the backyard?
Yeah, there's a lot of great options out there. And I think that's kind of the one neat thing that we're really starting to see, especially in urban environments, more and more, is just options opening up for people who, didn't necessarily have them before. And so, you can go to our website, farmgrowfresh.com. There's a ton of them on there. But I'll throw out a few here. You can do raised bed gardening, which is basically what you did. You build a little box, you put some soil in there, some good hardy soil. You can get probably, some good organic soil at a hardware store or a Menards, Home Depot, and you get that in there and you buy some seeds. And, in most backyards, you could raise, anything from peppers to tomatoes to onions, real basic stuff that doesn't take a lot of work. If you don't have a yard, you can do simple things like little pots and you can raise some herbs or just some different little things like that to be able to get into your food. But one of the things that I love that we're starting to see in a lot of urban areas is just garden areas being sprung up. They'll take an old vacant lot and they'll make some raised beds, or they'll bust everything up and they'll bring some soil and they'll give you a 10 by 10 chunk of space, and you have the ability to plant whatever you want. And you're starting to see more and more of that even in urban settings. So there really is a lot of options for dads and kids. And for me, I hate weeding too, so I get where you're coming from on that. But it's such a great experience for you and your kids, especially dads out there, you get to play in the dirt. I mean, my wife would be mad at me for saying that because she says it's soil, but you get to play in the soil. You get to see a seed, stuck in the ground, and you get to see it come to life, that whole process of it growing up out of the ground, and from there, producing something for you. So you can walk away at the end of at harvest time and be like, hey, we grew some peppers. It may not be much, but you know what, we got some peppers or a handful of tomatoes or something like that. And you can take it into the kitchen and, you can, I would say, use our resource guide, because we've got everything in there from A to Z to help you cook. But you know what, find a recipe anywhere and use that product you made and sit down and eat it. And there's just a joy and an energy level that comes from that, especially as a dad working with your kids, to be like, look, we started this project, we worked through it, and in the end, we got to enjoy it together and take part in it. And so it's just a great way for dads and their kids to do something together, to see the awesome power of God, and that He can take a little seed and grow this magnificent plant, but that then produces something for us to consume and just see, His wonder and glory and all of that. And so I really think it's just there are a lot of options out there for dads and kids to even just do something little to make a real simple, basic change in how food impacts your life.
Yeah, and not only, but that time just spent with your kids out there, when nothing's been said for 8 to 10 minutes, that's usually when kids will start talking about, especially guys. It'll take a little while, but once that relationship is strong, I mean, you'll find out what's going on in your kids' lives, and then get to pour into them, because I wish I'd remembered what my wife was telling me about biblically and how it died back, but I just wanted out of that weeding so bad I didn't pay attention. But
you're right. It does. It creates a whole nother level of relationship too. I mean, not only do you get to see the fruits of your labor, but it gives you an opportunity to invest in your kids and your kids to hear from you at a time where, they may not seem like they want that, but that's a vital part of young boys and girls becoming young men and women is learning and growing from their parents. And my dad, in our garden we had in our backyard, it was always an opportune time for him to drop some little nugget of faith out of the blue random in that process that stuck with me over the years. And so it's just a great opportunity for parents to build into their kids.
Yeah. Because I grew up in Boston and we didn't have anywhere to do something like that. I mean,
there's not much space around there, or Detroit, I'm sure.
Detroit, Detroit, you can't. I mean, every other house is gone. I mean, you could set up beautiful gardens all through that place. So, yeah, most of those houses are gone now. So, cool. I really appreciate your time with us today. Can you give us that website one more time?
Yeah, you bet. It's farmgirlfresh.com.
Okay. And
our book is on there, and there's other assorted things, like I said, that we sell garden plans. If you want an idea of how to plant a specific garden, we've got some things like that. So
okay. And I'll have a link to the website below the show here. When people go to listen to it, it'll be in the details, so be able to get over there, check that out. And I cannot encourage, if you're even thinking about planting, I don't know what, anything, this book is what you need, because it is phenomenal. What your mother-in-law and the other lady put together is amazing. It was.
Oh, thank you. We hope that that's our goal, is to get it out there for people. Especially people that haven't had that background or that luxury to have spent time in a garden or learned some of those traditions that have been passed on or not passed on anymore, right. To be able to learn those and have those experiences. So.
Yeah, and even if you mess it up and you spend time out there with your kids, you're still ahead of the game.
Yep, for sure. If you get to be outside with your kids, that's a win-win for everybody.
Yep. All right. Anything else you want to add to this before we sign off here?
No. I'm sure I could probably ramble on about a lot of stuff, but I think that really kind of gets the ball rolling, at least for people to really start digging into it and look at it and really challenge what they're eating and what they think about food.
All right. And I'd love to have you back do another show on something else. If you'd like to do that, that would be awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
All right. So we are out. Thank you for listening, guys. Semper Fi, and we will see you next week.
Dancing on the beat. Hear their voices, hear their footsteps as they march. Hear their whispers, the stories of their scars. See their bondage, their shackles and their chains. See their broken hearts and their calloused knees. Their blood cries from the ground, a sound that God will not ignore. Memories fade into black like the trail of a shooting star. Lines on a notebook screaming for a tale. Mother's daughter sing a song of a heavy heart. So let's stand with our brothers and never forget. So let's stand. So let's stand with our Savior who died so that we might live. So let's stand. Feel their heartbeat as the hopelessness weighs down. Feel the darkness engulf them all around. Taste the freedom as they march all in a row. Soldiers lining up in rank, bowing down before the throne. Their blood cries from the ground, a sound that God will not ignore. Memories fade into black like the trail of a shooting star. Lines on a notebook screaming for a tale. Wives, sons, sing your song of a heavy heart. So let's stand with our brothers and never forget. So let's stand. Let's stand. So let's stand with our Savior who died so that we might live. So let's stand. Hear, O Lord, from your heavenly throne. Hear the prayers of our brethren. Hear the prayers of your own. Come and save us, Lord. Come and strengthen your church. Give us your mighty spirit. Give us the resolve to stand against the wiles of the enemy, to stand true to the end, steadfast, immovable, faithful, no matter what the cost. We pray for our brethren around the world, our brothers and sisters who bravely stand in the face of persecution every single day, that we may sing this song together with one voice, in unison, not forsaking the truth. We will not resign. We will not back down. We will keep fighting till we knock on heaven's door. So let's stand.